It's gonna take me 100 years to use those. There are stumps. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing with this probably tomorrow. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out of my backyard. Recently, I got a ChipDrop. Thank you very much, ChipDrop, for sponsoring this video. So I want to talk y'all through this ChipDrop. I want to talk you through all of the emotions of the ChipDrop. So if you have never heard of ChipDrop, ChipDrop is a company that will have a local arborist deliver wood chips to you. You just go to their website. You check to make sure that ChipDrop does deliver in your area, and you sign up. It is a free service. If you choose, you can do a donation of $20. I did do a donation of $20. It is possible that if you do that, you may be able to get a ChipDrop sooner, but it is not required. It is a free service. And once you sign up, eventually when they have someone in your area that's ready to deliver, you will get an email, and I do believe they called me too. And so when they call you, you have to be ready to take the delivery, right? So you have an option to give them 2 spaces to drop. I only had 1 space, which was my driveway, which also made me want to go ahead and get it moved quickly. So I signed up, and my chips were delivered, I think between 10 and 12 days. I can't remember the day that I signed up, but I do know the day that it was delivered. Pretty simple process, and I have been seeing comments where people are saying like, I've signed up 3 or 4 times, or I signed up and I never got it. I'm not really sure what's going on there because my ChipDrop was very quick. However, when you go to the website, you can see other people in your area who have gotten drops. I know in my area, it wasn't a lot of people who got drops, so it is possible that there aren't a lot of people who are asking for drops in my area. Like I said, I live in an urban setting, and so a lot of people aren't gardening out here. Listen, you can ask for no stumps. I ask for no stumps. I'm going to show you in this video how many stumps I did get, but I also found a really cool way to use them, so I will show you that too. And so, as I understand it, if you don't have a place for them to drop it and you want it, they will drop it on the street. So keep that in mind. That's why I did my driveway, because there was no way I was going to get it dropped on the street. I have cars that's parked on the street, and I don't think my neighbors would love for me to have wood chips on the street. And so someone did mention, like, I bet your neighbors think you've lost your mind. My neighbors really don't care about what I do in my area, which is great. They don't care that I grow a garden. They don't care that I get wood chips delivered. They don't care that I have chickens. They don't care. So let's get into this. What you're about to see is my initial. This is my initial reaction, which I think is very normal for the size truck and the amount of wood chips that I got dropped into my front yard. Okay, that's good. Oh my God. Y'all, the ChipDrop is here. He said that whole truck is full of chips. Just so you know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, girl. It's full, y'all. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take me 100 years to use those. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's still coming out. Y'all, my whole driveway is gonna be full. There's a stump in there, but it's okay. It looks like it's probably only one. I hope it's only one. Girl. Oh my God. So I did ask for no stumps. There's at least 2 stumps in here that I'm gonna have to find something to do with those. But so I wanted to do this. I do think I can use a lot of it. Thanks. So listen, I need to build the soil up in my front yard, kind of everywhere, because I want to grow grass. So that's also an option. Oh my God. Yeah, there are stumps, and there's one down here too, and then there's one right there. So I asked for no stumps. So just so you know, if you do ask for no stumps, it's possible that you're gonna get stumps. So we have enough for the chicken area for the rest of our lives. And we also have enough for walkways. We have enough for everything. We're gonna figure it out. Oh my God. Okay, so now that you have watched that, this is now where we are moving the wood chips. So I'm just gonna tell you how we did it. I say it again in the video, but I just wanna say it here. What we did is I had 5 people helping me, so that was 6 people total. My daughter was like a half, y'all. She was like a half, because after a while she was like, I don't want to do this no more. So I had 6 people helping. There were 3 males, 3 females. The males did the scooping, and I did use shovels. I did see someone say like a pitchfork was easier. I feel like with the wood chips being as fresh as they were and they were dry, we did not have any rain in the time that those wood chips sat in my driveway. It was very simple for them to move it with the shovel. So that would just be a choice of how you decide to move it. They are wet now, and I'm not completely done getting them into the spaces that I want them in. So they are wet now, and I more than likely will use the pitchfork. But when they're dry, we didn't have any problem with that. We used 2 of the, I think, 8-gallon Gorilla carts, 3, because we borrowed one from my mom's neighbor. I purchased 2, and then I purchased shovels. And then a friend that you're gonna see in the video, he actually brought another little cart, but it was more like a wagon. And so I would recommend getting the Gorilla carts if you don't have a way to move it, you know, with something larger like a tractor or something, because those worked really well, and they took a lot of wood chips at one time. So here's moving day. Put it on job back here, mama. Yeah. Okay, so we are getting it moved, and just so y'all know, I asked for no stumps, but there are stumps in here. That's how many we have found so far, and there are still more. Like there's one right there. There's one right there. The pile itself is getting much smaller. This is a group of 5 of us. 6 when you count my daughter, but like she going in and out and helping. But so what we did is we have 3 of these type of carts, and then there's another one which I'll show you when I go in the back. And then so the guys did the shoveling and putting it in the cart. The ladies are taking it to the back. My daughter is supposed to be smoothing it out, but she's not really doing that. So let me show y'all in the back really quick. It's really not that bad. It's not that bad, and it was a big pile. This is the other cart. Hey, sister. That's the other cart. So I'm covering my whole backyard, which is why I didn't feel a big deal about doing it, right? So right now, this is pretty much the backyard on the other side by the greenhouse. So just to get everything back here so that I can get it moved myself, you know, over time. They're putting it in piles back here. We moved all the bags so that we could start getting it into the walkways. And there goes my girl over there moving stuff. So she's smoothing it out down the aisles and things like that. And so yeah, we're getting it done. And I think it looks amazing. And you know, it's gonna settle over time. I am gonna put some on the beds. I haven't gotten it in here to the orchard area just yet. But we have it on the blueberry bushes already. Haven't gotten it into the chicken area. Didn't get it in the chicken area yet because I haven't dug out the chicken area to put the stuff in the beds. We're putting this in the greenhouse. We're putting this everywhere. Like, we working today. Like my whole backyard, I'm gonna cover it with wood chips. So let me get back to work because I'm talking to the camera and I'm not working. So. What? Traffic jam! Traffic jam? Somebody about to lay an egg. You know what? I'm gonna put some over there. Mama, yeah. Let's start trying to move it down over here. Tired, Mama? Yes, ma'am. Having the bags out here is not helpful because that's a space where it'll be dumping.
But like if you spread this pile out,
yeah,
and push some of them piles in the back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got to move the bags. The bags are in the way. It could be a spot.
You didn't get a practice.
Gotta get some speed going over there now.
Oh my goodness. So excited. Oh, I thought you were sliding down the thing. That's Devontae's show. Okay. So that is all the pile that is left, y'all. In literally hours. We just started this. So we got my kid here. We got my sister's boyfriend. And one moment, I shall be back. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing with this probably tomorrow. We got my sister helping out. Woohoo! And we have my friend helping out. But we are just about done. Everybody is so tired, oh God. It is 2:22, we started at 11, I think. So if you get enough people, you don't have, it won't take days or months or years. Now mind you, I have a bunch of piles in the back that I have to move myself, which is fine. Now you know what getting a ChipDrop looks like. It could be a huge amount of chips. So everybody just remember that. But if you get enough people to help you, you can get it moved in like 3 hours. I'm about to go buy some pizza. I'm gonna feed them. They're calling me boss. So I'm gonna feed them, and then we will talk more in depth about this soon. All right, so now that you've seen how we moved it, it was actually really quick. I had people who were like, this is gonna be a one-day thing. We getting all of these out your driveway today, so I was very happy for that. So shouting out all of them, because when I originally got the drop, my sister's boyfriend said, she gonna need some help. And then he told me when we was moving them, and I was like, okay, I'm good with that. But like we moved them in like a 4 to 5 hour span, if it was not shorter than that. I feel like it was 4 to 5 hours, but it may have been 3. Like we moved it really fast. I did feed them, like I said in the video, but it was really quick and easy. What are wood chips good for? Let's talk about that really quick. So wood chips are good for keeping weeds down. So I do get a good amount of weeds in my garden. I have a lot of weeds that come from the outside of the garden into my orchard area. So I am putting wood chips all over my yard. I have wood chips in the front yard. I have wood chips all on the other side of the yard where it used to be grass, because I'm trying to build my soil. And so it's going to take a few years for it to all break down. But when it does, the soil will probably be much better, and I might be able to grow some grass on that side of the yard, not weeds. They're also good for adding organic matter to your garden bed. So I don't have any on my garden bed at the moment because I am nervous about having the wood chips pull the nitrogen out. And so do your research on that part of it. The only reason why I know that that's a thing and it can happen, but it could also be, it could depend on what kind of wood you're putting down, right? So I see people use wood chips on their garden. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that on the actual beds, but I had a situation where I got wood chips from the dump, and so they could have been sprayed. Anything could have been going on with those wood chips, right? And I put them on my asparagus bed, and I realized in the spring when my asparagus was, you know, time to grow, it was growing really slow. I pulled the wood chips off and that stopped. So just do your research. It is good for organic matter though. In your garden. For me, I have a mole or a vole that goes under my soil, and so it makes my soil really mushy, right? So I put a very thick layer of wood chips into the walkways. And so with that being said, now I'm not having to deal with the muddiness because the wood chips are in a very thick layer, and I don't have any muddiness to deal with. Also, in a chicken area, it is good to hold the smell down. Carbons hold smell. So it's the same thing if you put it in the compost, because it's good for the compost too. It keeps the smell down. And so that's why I wanted to use it for my chicken area. So it will keep the smell down. Also will keep their feet dry. Keep it from getting muddy over there. I have not gotten it into the chicken area yet. I haven't gotten it all over the garden into the walkways yet, because if you're not new here or if you saw my community post, I got sick. I am just now starting to feel better. It is Thursday. We moved those wood chips on Saturday. A lot of people mentioned, you know, making sure we had masks on. We did not wear masks. However, I was already feeling sick on Friday. But I was thinking that it was from it is not a secret. If you're not new here, I am a smoker. I'm working on it. So I was thinking that the feeling I was having in my throat and my chest was because I was smoking too much. That was not the case. Saturday night, I'm in bed and I'm just like, I really don't feel good. I took my temperature, had a low-grade fever. So I was already feeling bad. But to everyone's point, it is a good idea to wear a mask. My wood chips weren't broken down, but once they do start to break down, there's a lot of things that form in the wood chips. So you would want to, you know, go ahead and wear a mask. We did not. You saw it in the video. We didn't wear any masks. I did ask people, did they want masks? And they said no. So we didn't wear any masks. Wood chips are just good for the garden in general. And also, once they start to break down in the walkway, I could literally start to take off that top layer, pull the bottom layer, and use it as compost in my beds as well, to give back some organic matter. So there's a lot of things that wood chips are good for. Trees love wood chips. Bushes love wood chips. The woodier plants love wood chips. So that was one of the reasons I really wanted wood chips, because I wanted to put it on my blueberries, and I wanted to put it on my trees and in the orchard area. So I really did want these wood chips. I'm very excited that I was able to get them. And so it is not done yet. It is not done because I've been sick for the past 4 or 5 days. I am going to work to get all of these wood chips into the pathways where I want it, and then we're gonna do an amazing garden tour because I cannot wait. I go out down there now in just like my regular shoes, my tennis shoes, and I get no mud on my feet. I absolutely love it. Like, I can go walk through there if I want to without having to switch into boots, and I absolutely love that for the quick things that I need to get done. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you a little insight into getting a chip drop. It can be scary. The thought of it can be scary. Like I said, I signed up before and then I immediately was like, no, I don't want this. But once you do it and you see the benefits of it, I think that you will understand my excitement and why I wanted all of these wood chips in my yard. Hey, so I want to jump back in while I was editing this. And I did talk to ChipDrop. So basically, if you have an issue where you request no stumps and you get stumps, they will jump in to work with the arborist to sort it out for you. So if you do get stumps, just know that ChipDrop is willing to help you with that situation. All right. back to the video. And so there is a link down in the description below to get a chip drop if you are interested. Also, if you have any questions for me, feel free to drop them. I will do my best to make sure that I answer. But you know, happy gardening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in the garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.